congratulations, but this is only the start of it. I mean, did this feel like a big accomplishment, or you just got your head down and just looking forward on that?
It was a blessing to win it for sure, but really, yeah, it's really not my goal to win it. Like, it's really more about winning games, and building with my teammates and getting this defense better, becoming the best team we could be. So it's really all about that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, at Miami, some people used to call me Groot. My DC started calling me it at the U, and ever since then, like, a couple of my friends call me Groot. Yeah, it's like a little funny nickname. It's a good one though. It's original. It's like creative. So.
I get it. I mean, you have Groot-like ability when getting your hands up about that pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Derrick Henry, is a Heisman Trophy winner. Do you get a little earlier in your career here excited to play somebody who is, watched on TV?
Oh, yeah.
One of the great players in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. And that's one of like the amazing parts about the NFL that like I've been learning so far is like every single week you go against people that you grew up like watching on TV, especially the younger guys, obviously like rookies and stuff. You grow up like a couple years ago, you're watching these people like playing big games and stuff. You're like, wow, that's awesome. And then now you're playing against them, so it's pretty cool. It's a really cool experience.
Have you seen the video from last year's game where he stiff-armed the Bills cornerback and threw him, or no?
I think I remember that. Yeah, I think so.
You've done a good job setting the edge. Is that so far this year? Obviously, it's a big job in the 4-3 front. I mean, has that come pretty naturally to you? What do you think about learning that?
Really just my coaches, Coach E, the D-line coach, Coach Fraser, Coach McDermott telling us to come off the ball, have violent hands, just being in my technique at all times really helps me do things like that. So all the credits to them for sure. It's all about playing within the scheme and trying to make a play.
Is that what you were doing on the interception? You were just setting the edge. I'm not sure if you were actually rushing Mahomes.
Yeah, it was an RPO, so he did like a little fake, I'm pretty sure. So it just came off, set the edge, and I saw the ball was coming, and then our coaches tell us when his hand separates from the ball, we put our hand up. So I just got my hand up, and I was able to tip it.
And Leslie joked about having to be patient and not call one blitz against Kansas City. How was that? Not getting help blitzing on how weird was that?
I mean, it wasn't really weird, because we practiced it the whole entire week. So the whole D-line, we felt pretty comfortable with our four-man rush and trying to practice and trying to bring to life the things that we worked on out here. So, whatever the coaches dial up, whether it is a blitzing game, just a four-man rush game, we got to execute it to our highest ability.
What's the impact of the defensive line rotation been for you? I mean, you guys are really, everybody who's active on game day is playing quite a bit, and nobody's playing an inordinate amount of snaps. What's been the impact for you?
No, it's pretty cool for sure. We have a whole bunch of dudes on the D-line that could play, that are solid guys, from Jerry to Rio to AJ, Boogie, and a lot of us are pretty versatile. Like, you see Boogie playing the 3 and DN, so it really helps us out being able to just roll in fresh bodies, because obviously being out there, especially like in the late quarters or like 2-minute situations, get really tired when the quarterback just keeps passing. So for us to be able to roll in fresh bodies, it really helps us out, I feel like.
Competition like in practice too during the week, because you guys are really kind of competing for a spot.
Yeah, it's daily. It's in every single individual drill, every single team drill. We're always competing, but it's a lot of fun. We grow. I feel like we really grow closer every single day, and it's all about just building that camaraderie in our group.
Is the technique of setting the edge, like from a 7 technique, pretty much the same as what you did or were taught at the U?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Coming off the ball, everything starts with get off. That's what our coaches preach, and then having quick and violent hands.
Your run defense, in terms of individually, when you're drafted in the first round, of course people are going to come in and expect you to rush the passer. But being a well-rounded defensive end and stopping the run, where do you feel like you're at as a run defender at this point in your career?
Yeah, I feel like I've done pretty good so far with stopping the run, but I feel like I have a long way to go. A lot of things to learn, a lot of things to get better at in the run game, in the passing game, just in general. And when it comes to stopping the run, it's really never just one person. It's the 5 tech, the 3 tech, the 1 tech, the linebackers filling the gaps just down the line, because if there's one crease, the running back's going to hit it. So it's really all about like just being sound in every single gap. So just being gap sound and gapped out the whole way across.
Anything different about playing on Sunday Night Football for a primetime game? Like, what was the day like, and anything that stood out to you?
It was cool for sure. I'd say the biggest difference was like just not being. Being in the hotel for so long before the game, because usually we play at 1 o'clock. So you kind of just wake up, eat breakfast, and then boom, you're playing a game. But just you really gotta control your emotions and peak at the right time because you play at like 8 something, you know. So yeah.